Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom week 24 day 3. So today we got ourselves the purple mushroom. This is the thing used for Guild War Day, for when you use a pure purple team. Technically applies to any pure purple team, however Guild Wars is one of the only few instances you do that. Maybe occasionally Delves and obviously purple Tower of Doom possibly. However, that's not the event we have this week. We have green Tower of Doom. And that'll be the other thing we'll be focusing on. Actually, technically, I don't even need to do this pet. We already have it maxed. Unless we want a couple more of those purple shard thingies. Other than that, of course, main thing that we're working on right now, Tower of Doom. We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so we definitely want to make sure we get this done prior to then. However, I believe we pretty much are. All we have to do is get to floor 25. One thing to really note about Tower of Doom, of course, is even though you have completed out stage 12, or if you have, keep in mind that you still have not completed out the event. It actually has the longest duration that you actually have to go for to get all rewards, and that is the completion of floor 25. So do be mindful of that, and that's what we're going to be working towards this stream. We might even reach it depending on how many Vow Ravens we get here. But yeah, the 25th floor and all floors prior do end up giving you a scroll that you use to upgrade the weapons that are Doom related. So definitely want to make sure to get that far in order to get them all. Of course, you don't have to necessarily, but it's generally advised if you want to maximize on the loot, especially with how rare Tower of Doom events are these days. Where are we? All the way at 78? That's rather unfortunate. Normally we make top 50. They are missing 2 people right now, and if anyone is interested in joining the guild, if you could do 1.5 million plus gold on PC mobile version, and level 1000 plus, we do have 2 spots left, so do let me know. Need to fill them. We still get all the events done even without it, though. And even Guild Wars we've been doing pretty good with ever since they added 27 out of 30, since you don't necessarily need the extra people. And also going to tier 4 in this event, still pretty good. You end up getting the weapon out of it and a bunch of extra stuff to help your guild. Plus you get a bunch of scrolls along the way. Anyways, hello Thing 2, hello Isabel, hello Captain, hello Cookie, hello Ella, and hello William, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. I just realized, William, you probably aren't able to go to the stream early anymore, are you now? Because it uses a different format, and I'm not sure if your previous link actually even brings you to the right location now, because YouTube's weird. Because they changed the back end of the whole thing, and now it's technically at a different location, even though you guys obviously still find it normally for the most part. Anyways, let's go and change things. Let's go do our Tower of Doom. We're at 21 right now, so we need to go definitely take that heroism. The first heroism we found as well, which is rather unfortunate. Normally you want to find multiple of them. However, better than having none. So we have this, it looks like a 2, a 5, and a 3. So those are the ones we want to focus on then. So basically the 2 and then the 2 below is what we need to do. As far as team that we're using, we're still using Yasmin's Pride with Tulio and double Ketris. Ends up working out pretty well. I think I've been running it with Cleanse, so I'm not sure what my current medals are set up to. I should probably go change that. But I've been running it for Cleanse so we can anti-def mark. It's obviously not as useful for this particular battle that we're on right now. However, it'll obviously be pretty useful for the final battle so you don't randomly die to def mark. Obviously, even with a little bit extra Cleanse, it could still happen. However, it is kind of just as a precaution to hopefully not end up dying on it. But anyways, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. Double Ketris will end up killing that. I'm pretty sure 1 is not enough, so we will need to go for the second one. He's a little bit short, but we'll throw it onto green again to get our mana going. That will then triple kill, and then we just go for Yasmin's Pride into a Ketris, and that'll be the kill. And all we have to do for that is do this. Take whatever color is most popular that ends up using Ketris, which looks to be a red right now. And we can tell by the boost ratio that it is, so we go for the red. Main reason for that is because it gains a little bit extra mana from the ability. Every 4 is 1 whole additional mana. And there we go, it's dead. And there's our heroism. And now the other 2 was 3 and 5. Let me just double check that that was indeed the case, but I'm pretty sure it was. We were at floor 21, and 21 does indeed say 5 and 3. So we'll go take these. I guess we'll take it in order. It doesn't really matter too much. The main reason why we have it in order where the unlock is last is so that you don't accidentally go and take the unlock and then take the final room. Because if you take the unlock first, you might accidentally click on the final room and then do it. Whereas if you do the unlock last, it is impossible to accidentally go and do that because, well, you don't have the capability to. It's completely grayed out. So that's one of the main reasons why we do it in that order, if you ever wonder why. You should technically always take the unlock last when you're reporting it to your guild as far as the order that you take them in. Just out of precaution that you don't accidentally take it when you don't mean to. Because that would be a bit of a fail. I'll throw that down. I think we can just double Ketris that. That should be enough damage. Even to first slot, that should be enough to kill the other one. I kind of just want to take the safety skull just in case it's not, though. I'll wait a turn for him to do his little summoning thingy. So we're going to end our turn anyways when we throw Ketris, so this could be perfectly fine. Plus, this might be enough to kill him. No, it's not. However, the follow-up should be. And there we go. Get our triple kill. And then one more will kill it out. So I'll simply throw it onto green. And we'll need a little bit more mana. However, we can just cast Tulio again and be good to go. Or it'll get enough mana from Cascade and we kill it that way. Perfect. Save a little time there. Oh, hello, Steve. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Defiant. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. And there's our Fireball. And then we can move forward. Also, I think we're almost to the point where we can start using our thingies now. We'll have to... let me double check. So we'll probably have to do these two. We're likely to get one more Valraven. Probably. And let's just assume we do get one more Valraven. Also, what on earth happened with that overlapping text? Let's see. That's kind of weird that's overlapping that much. This one's not overlapping as much. Let's see. So how many more battles will we have to do? 2, let's assume 6. So we do 2 there. We do Fireball 3. Fireball 4. Wait, how many fireballs did I say I used so far? 2. Don't we have a third? Yes, we do actually have a third fireball then. And then we can heroism the entire last floor, so we don't even need to do it. I think we have enough battles. I might have to skip that one power, though. Though our guild is probably already so high that skipping that one power won't matter. But I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. Okay, anyways. Let me see. Because how high are our stats right now? Yeah. We're at the point where we're really not going to need to. So that works then. Okay. So, let's see. Also, I'm slightly distracted by the, what on earth is my computer doing? The fans inside are being so weird. It goes, like, really high and then really low. I'm not sure why it's doing that all of a sudden. I was doing that earlier. That's really weird. It keeps, like, turning on for, like, a few seconds. And then it turns off. And now it's staying on. And then it turned off. I have no clue what it's doing. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's very distracting, though. I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear it, but I can. Anyways, we were doing room number 3. Let's see. We'll throw that down. We'll throw that onto green. Get ourselves a... What actually we need for follow? We need another Yasmin's Pride, but we gotta wait a turn, so let's throw a skull at it. And should be good to go. We'll throw that over. We can then go for a nice Ketris there, and go for a follow-up Ketris, and then just get the mana right back, and be good to go. Okay, let's go throw this down on the green. So I hope all of you have been doing well. A lot of crazy things going on lately. That's for sure in the world. Also, the debate was pretty funny. I'm not sure if any of you caught the comedy show. That's why, of course, why we were off by 1 hour. Gosh, that was more of a train wreck than I thought it was. It was fun to watch. I'm pretty sure the rest of them won't be as big of a train wreck. But gosh, was that a train wreck and a half. Like, my expectations for how much of a train wreck that would have been was way lower than what actually happened. Like, that was way above what was expected for train wreckery. Anyways, let's move forward. Well, hello, Maniac. Manic, welcome. What do we even grab here? I'm like trying to cast this if we had a leprechaun. We do not have any leprechaun. I'll throw the Yasmin's Pride down. I kind of want a brown. Double red would kind of work. I'll take that though. Take our blue, take a brown. We get it all right there. Throw another Yasmin's Pride down. Let them do their thing. Get the Ketris down. Problem. That's not going to be enough damage, is it? We'll throw the brown down. The only problem with that is Tulio doesn't get the cast again. I think we have enough, though, because we can do that for the extra damage. And then we just need to get Ketris back up, and that should be enough to kill. We can feed it directly with what red. Unfortunately, that is 1 mana short, which is very unfortunate. Now we got to go past the entire turn just to go and kill it. And it's dead. That reminds me, I still haven't changed my medals. Though medals don't really matter too much. However, 20% is very important. Are we even running 20% right now? No, we are not. I was going to say. It didn't feel like we were. I'll run 20% to 2 seasons. It's probably the safest way to run it. You need 20% to get them started since we're not using Shaman. And the medals are just to make sure we don't get death marked randomly. You still can, though it drastically reduces your chance of it occurring. Okay, so now we need to figure out what rooms we want to do. We have 4 sigils right now, which is really important. So we're on floor 22. So with that being said, let's figure out the plan. So we have 3 fireballs and a heroism. Is that correct? That is correct. So 22, and then you do the boss. 23, and then do the boss. Just a fireball for them. 24, skip the power. And you fireball that, and then you can heroism. Hold up. Never mind. We can actually fireball the power then. No, we can't. Never mind. We only have 3. Though we have an extra sigil. So I guess we might be able to do the power. So I think we start the fireballing now then, right? So fireball final. Fireball final. No, because you'd have double battle. So we do the entirety of this room. Well, it depends if we want the power or not. If we'd fireball now or not. If we take the power, we just fireball final, fireball final, fireball final, and then done. I guess we do this room and fireball the power then. We'll get the power for our guild. So this will be the last room prior to a final room that we have to do right here. So we will be able to get it done today then. Especially if we get another Val Raven. But even if we don't get another Val Raven, we will be able to get Tower of Doom done today, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, we'll take that. We'll throw that down. See if we can get that rolling. Get a brown right over there. Grab ourselves a green convert over there. That unfortunately hit on Ketris. That is, like, definitely not the thing we want to hit it on. But at least we could feed it mana back. And that's what the extra cleanse is for. Nice. We're already cleansed. Okay, this will work out perfectly then. So throw that down. Throw, hit, you're dead. So throw it right over there. Boom. Oh, wait, that's not enough damage? What? Oh, because you were, oh, gosh. No, wait. That still should have been enough. That was weird. But we'll go for green. And now we just need one more, and that should be a match. I don't have a way to get full mana there, though. So we'll just have to pass our turn a little bit until Tulio has full mana again. And then we can throw down on, like, red or something, or it doesn't really matter what we target as long as it's one of Ketris' manas, and he's dead. Super dead. Okay, so now we just take the final battle, and then we can almost just scroll the rest of the way, pretty much. We'll still have to do a couple finals there. But, yeah, we can pretty much scroll most rest of the way then. You need Ketris, 2 of them it looks like. Running Essence of Evil, Marilith, Tina, and Leprechaun. You don't need to. One of them is pretty nice. You don't necessarily need a second one, though. This team just happens to use 2, though it doesn't need to use 2. You could use, like, Leprechaun or something else there. Something similar. But, yeah, Ketris is a pretty good option for if you have Yasmin's Pride. Aside from that, Urskia's Shield to Rowan still works. Your weapon is not restricted by color, so you are allowed to use whatever color weapon you want, which does allow you to, why did I do that on red and not green? I have no clue why I did that. Whoops, mistakes were made. But, oh yeah, that's actually going to set us back quite a bit. Hold up. Now we're, like, really low on mana. Mistakes were made. But, Urskia's Shield to Rowan should be fine for getting through. We're also using a true damage build earlier, however, that does fall off at a certain point. And this late into them, it probably would fall off completely. So why on earth did I miss up Tulio that much? Now we're going to have to take like a billion turns to get mana. Luckily, I think we have the kill condition right there, so we throw that down, and that should be enough. We're really close to it. I'm actually going to take that Scold just in case that's not enough. Oh, never mind. It was already enough. We could just check this boost ratio. That is way more than enough. There we go. But yeah, Essence of Evil is a pretty good option. The only problem with Essence of Evil is it doesn't work on the final Doom itself. However, other than that, should be pretty solid. Okay, so 23. This we go in Fireball, and then we take the final room. Then we Fireball, take the final room, and go from there. What was the exact room? So we're at 23, so that would be room number 3. So we throw a Fireball at this, and then boom, it's dead. And so we don't have to do that battle. Get all the loot from it. And then we can go straight to the final battle. Also, keep in mind, using a heroism on a final battle does still give you the scroll for it, which you'd probably notice whenever you do use a heroism. But it does still give you all the loot from the room. So you don't need to worry about not getting the loot, because it still gives it to you. So go for Yasmin right there. This will then allow us with the 1 mana that it gave to actually go cast again. There's barely any green, however, it is still worth to cast it onto green just because we need it for literally everything on this team, so it is still worth it. Nonetheless, that gives us a lot of good mana that we need. Unfortunately, we are going to have to kill this thing twice, so much so I almost feel like targeting him directly. We're actually going to armor tier him and then go direct to the other thing. I'm actually going to go do this on... I'm just going to take a brown, I think. Not sure what I want to do. I guess we'll go for a green just to get it full. Could also try out for a brown surge, but we're going to go for this. I actually want to kill this out, so ideally this will do enough damage. And it does. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now we can go for another Yasmin's Pride and be good to go. So I'll throw this on the green once again. We'll then take a brown and then throw it at it directly. Unfortunately, he's about to move the positioning of my team. There's not enough brown on the board to get a Devour, though. Unless we double cascade a brown, which is very unlikely. So luckily it doesn't, so he has 0% Devour chance. We will then go and wait a turn because I need to wait for him. So we're just going to cast this on the green again, it looks like. And then we'll throw this down onto you, so we can then go one-shot that area, and then we can double Ketris, and then we won. Actually, that's not true. We still need to armor tier that. We can either double cast Ketris, or we can armor tier it. I feel like it will be quicker to armor tier. However, it is blocked on green and brown, because normally it's in first slot. However, it kind of got moved, so that's not going to work. I guess we'll take yellow, so we can Tulio again, and then just do the armor tier into it. Then again, we're in position to double Ketris, so I guess we'll just double Ketris. It'll actually be quicker at this point. It'll save us a whole turn. And there we go. Okay, only 2 floors left. We're almost there. So close, yet so far. And then we'll have a redeem code. Let's see. So what do we need for this one? We're at 24. So with 24, we need to go do a power on 2 and then the 4. So we'll go fireball both of them. So we got 2 and 4. Fireball that. Boom, dead. We then go fireball the other one. Boom, dead. And here's the final battle of the Delph. And we only have 1 sigil left. How perfect is that? Though we did make sure to get it to exact battles. That was the whole point. And that gives us the power here. And then we can go and take out the final over here. So this is the actual final battle of the Delph, oddly enough. So are we good to go? I don't think we need to mess with anything else. Nope, I don't think we need to tweak anything. So this is technically our final battle, because all we have to do is throw heroism and then boom, we're dead with the final. Hello, Mobarashi, welcome. Because technically we have to do 25, however, it's going to be auto-killed with heroism. All you have to do with a heroism is throw it on the final battle, and boom, you just cleared out the whole floor. You don't even need the unlock. You can simply just throw it directly at the boss and you win. Heroism is very powerful. It basically skips the whole floor while also auto-completing it. I kind of want to take that brown, however, let's give it to him. We're frozen, obviously, now, so we can't really go for it, unfortunately. So I'm going to go for a third thingy here, so we're going to do that. It's enough green that's gaining most of its mana back anyways. We'll throw that down. I think we still have to double cast. I'm actually going to do this in a little bit of a weird way, because I think it's going to kill whatever we target. So I'm going to then go for another green. We can then go tear that away. Unfortunately, we are 1 mana short, so we got to go waste the entire turn. Doesn't really matter what we take there. We'll then go throw that down. Ketris, and he's dead. Unfortunately, we need more mana for the other Ketris. Looks like we have to waste our other turn. And he's dead. He's very dead. Hello, Marcelo. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. So, let's go tear this out. That should be the last thing we need. Throw heroism. Use it. Do you want to clear out this floor? Yes. Actually, double check. Was there anything else on 25? I don't think there was, right? Is this the unlock? Yep, that's it. Heroism. And that is Doom complete. For max rewards, and as you can see, there is our Nature Forge scroll. There we go. We have completed out the Delph, and that is max loot. Anything 26 and beyond does not give those scrolls anymore. So you don't actually have to go any further than this, which I'm pretty sure we have like a multi-way tie in my guild for exactly this position. Because, yeah, 31's just straight down the line. I accidentally took 1 extra boon, which is why our boons are higher. But yeah, the minimum that our guild should be in is 20 boons and 31 dooms. That means they already had everything pre-scouted, and they just simply did all of the correct rooms. And if they did, they should be exactly 2031. The only reason we are 2131 is I accidentally grabbed a magic. We hit a random room that I didn't mean to, but luckily it was a +1 magic, so that was our lowest one anyway, so that kind of worked out. But that's why our boon is 1 higher, and apparently someone else did that twice. They accidentally did the wrong room. But yeah, 31 should be the minimum anyone in my personal guild should have. Yours can vary. It depends how many luckies you get. That means we have 3 luckies then, because by this point you should have 25 doom kills. And the reason why it's 31 is we found 3 lucky rooms, which each give 2 additional doom kills. However, that can be different depending on your guild and where they appear and everything, or if you're actually scouted for it, or if the person forgot to scout. You should always make sure you scout out every room, just in case, because it's way more beneficial that one person wastes their sigils in order for everyone else to have more efficiency. But yeah. And there we go. And we have completed it now. Alright, so Tower of Doom. We don't need to worry about it for the rest of the week. However, we have plenty of events going on Friday, that's for sure. New Delve and a new Mythic. New Mythic's pretty lackluster, but new Delve should be pretty fun. Anyways, let me go hand out a code. I did say as soon as I finish out Dooms I would. So let me go get your guys a code, and then we will go and clear out a couple other dailies and just mess around a little. Probably mess with Explore a little bit. Need more tokens. Gotta get on that token grind. Wait, you get a scroll on 26? No, only up to 25, as in 25 included. 26 does not. 26 and beyond does not give scroll. Did I just misspeak? But, yeah, 26 and beyond does not. 25 and below does. So that means you do complete out to floor 25. However, everything beyond 25 you do not do. So 26 and above you don't have to do, because they don't give scrolls. You can still do them, obviously, if you want. However, there's very little benefit to going beyond 26 other than for leaderboard. Okay, so let's go and hand out code. I did not put it on copy-paste. However, it shouldn't really be that buried because we are running low on codes. Hopefully we will have more codes soon. Also, where on earth is her chat? Oh yeah, I was chatting with her earlier. That's why it's all the way over here. Okay, where is the current code? I believe this was the one we gave out last time, so we'll check this one first just to make sure. And then we will hand out the code. And that has 1 gem key, 2 treasure maps, 2,500 gold, and 200 souls. I said that in such a weird order. Yep, that was the one we handed out last time. That's why I thought. Just double checking. That means we only have 3 codes left after tonight. Kafka, we need codes. Let's see. I'll put that over there. 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 And there we go. Also, I tried asking to see if I can get more than 30. I have not gotten an answer back yet, definitively. But hopefully we can. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsaward.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste random numbers and letters starting with CT. Invite code, of course, in settings wherever your game says in bottom left is what you put in. And give same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. With, of course, the main loot being that 1 gem key as the main value in it. And there you guys go. If anyone has any other questions or anything else you want me to go over, do let me know, and we'll make sure to do so. Also, feel free to leave a like on the stream. It ends up helping out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Okay, so let me go switch over to Magic. Let's go clear through the basic dailies. Campaign, or not campaign, but adventure board is horrible today. I looked at it earlier, and it's like, wow, we got nothing. Like, we got nothing. That is like one of the most pitiful adventure boards we've ever had. But hopefully we'll get another good one soon. But yeah, that is a very pitiful adventure board there. Unfortunately. That is like the near equivalent of 0 loot. I'm not even sure why I'm doing them right now. It's just out of habit. But you can still do them for Class XP. Obviously, I don't need Class XP anymore, though. Yeah, unfortunately, the redeem codes don't work on console. It has to do with policy on console that prevents them from doing so. So they can only do it in the PC mobile version. Which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's just a little bit of small resources. You're not really missing too much. Just a little bit of extra things for people that watch. It's relatively small loot, though. It's mostly helpful for newer players, of course. Since obviously endgame players have more, pretty much all 4 of those resources than they would really need. Except for maybe the gem key. An extra gem key is always useful, regardless of what point in the game you're in. However, we do finally have a surplus of gem keys. We haven't been able to do this for a while. But we got so lucky on the last 2 mythics. We got the most recent one in 50. But we even did this event key drop table earlier on Monday, too. We've just been doing absurdly good on mythics lately. But we actually have a surplus of gem keys for once. I haven't had this for a very long time. It only takes 1 mythic being very unlucky for that to go down to 0. But as it currently stands, we do actually finally have a surplus of gem keys. However, that might change this Friday, because obviously we have a new mythic this Friday. So we'll see how many that takes. Could take a couple hundred, could take a couple thousand. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully it's not too bad. Based on our streak of mythics, hopefully it'll keep up and go in within like 100 or less or something. Be pretty nice. It's a really bad mythic anyways. The only reason we're getting is just to show it, of course. I I do not really advise getting it unless you're missing a mythic from Dragon's Claw and you want to get it to 10 stars. Otherwise, it's pretty useless. I don't think it's actually ever going to be used within a battle. So it's probably not really worth going for. I will be, though, of course. But from what I can tell, obviously we haven't messed with teams yet. But from what I can tell on paper, it looks horrifically bad. Like it'll almost never be used ever. It does have a Bless attached to it. And Bless is very rarely used in the current state of the game. However, it's I don't really foresee it being that viable. Mostly because its actual ability itself is too lackluster. It's basically just a... Overall, the entire troop just feels like a worse version of elhay. It just seems like an elhay that's worse. And elhay already wasn't meta. He was decent at one point. However, in the current state of the game, he's rather underwhelming. I'm not even sure if I would place him in the better half of Mythics. He'd probably be in the lower half. elhay, that is. And this new Mythic's going to be even lower than that, most likely. The only somewhat good thing about it is it does have its stats effect attached to it. elhay does not. However, elhay has an option to 4 times that stat. Whereas I don't believe there's a 4 times Bless currently in the game. There's a couple different ways of getting Bless, but there's no like 4 times Bless off a trait. There might be off an ability, but definitely not a trait. Yep, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. Yeah, the magic that the pet that's available right now is magic bonus for purple teams only. It is a magic bonus, but it only applies when you use 4 purples on your team, is what the current pet is available for. So this is mostly applicable to Purple Guild War, Purple Tower of Doom, and maybe Delves. It depends. It's mostly applicable to Purple Guild War, because technically for Purple Tower of Doom, as well as for Purple Delves, you tend to use a weapon that isn't purple, which means you don't get the bonus. You only get the bonus for pure color when you use 4 of the same color. The way that bonuses work when you get team bonuses is if you use 2 or more from a kingdom, you get a bonus. If you use 3 or more of a certain troop type, you get a bonus. And if you use 4 of a color, you get a bonus. However, color does not do anything for 2 and 3, and troop type does not do anything for 2. Only kingdom ends up doing it for all 3, for 2, 3, and 4. So generally, those color ones are used the least, like this mushroom guy. However, it is something like a 2, 3 something magic. Like, let me see. This is how much of a bonus he gives when maxed. Where's my purple Guild War team? Guild War purple. But yeah, he ends up giving... I don't even use magic on this team. Well, I guess Wild Queen technically uses magic. All 3 of the other ones don't even use magic, oddly enough. But he ends up giving a max of 3 magic, so obviously not that big of a difference. Using this team normally would be 1. Having this thing and having it not upgraded at all would be 2. And if you have him to a 2.75 upgraded or higher, because he actually gains max benefit at 2.75, because it actually rounds up, not down, oddly enough. So you don't have to get him to 3 times. He technically has max bonus at 2.75. But yeah, at that point you get 3 magic, which is obviously pretty much 0. That value is so small that it does almost nothing. And you get the full value, or almost the full value of it, simply by having him, owning him. Because if you own him, you'd already be at a 2 times, because the default's 1. So, yeah, just simply getting a single copy is already giving you almost the full benefit of it. So you don't really need to worry about getting it max for the most part, other than for another level 20 for Zejin. Not sure if that's applicable anytime soon. But, actually, Zejin can reach 20 star. So, yeah, I do believe you need 2 level 20 pets for the kingdom. So if you haven't done that yet, you can maybe consider that if you're actually within striking distance of level 20 and you don't feel like doing the Amethyrax faction. Well, it's probably just easier doing the Amethyrax faction. But what am I looking for? I came here to look for pets is what I came here for, specifically Zejin pets. But yeah, if you, I guess that's actually probably the most relevant thing about the pet that we have going on today. If you do not have 2 of these pets to level 20, one of these 5, it is required for 20 star Zejin, which is 1 whole additional HP, I believe it was. Pretty sure this place is HP. Yes, you get 1 whole additional HP for having it at level 20. So if you're actually within the range of being able to reach level 20, though do keep in mind that requires having nearly everything in the entire kingdom and maxed. But one of the hardest things is actually having 2 level 20 pets. So you could actually do that today, since the pet that is available right now is a Zejin pet. So yeah, you can use it for that. Actually, you know what? Let's just go do these. I'm going to go for a little bit more purple, I guess. Nothing else we could use the pet food. I generally don't do these, but the more I don't do these, the lower our pet food's going to go. So you know what? We're going to do it. And then we'll go mess with Explore for a little bit. And hopefully get a Nisha today, or an Anu, or at least something that's not 100% worthless. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, anything else you want me to go over, do let me know. make sure to do so. And tomorrow night, of course, we got the class event for the Thief Hero class, which is actually a really good hero class. It's one of the better stealthies. I normally consider it the best stealthy, though it depends on your situation. Like, obviously, Orb Weaver can be a better stealthy in many situations, or in some situations. But as far as an offensive option, I do feel like Thief is the best stealthy in the game. Defensively, it's definitely Orb Weaver, without a shadow of a doubt. But defensively, I mean, offensively, I feel like Thief ends up doing better, especially since this ends up getting used with the gold farming team. It might not seem like it's used for gold farming, but because you can use it with double Cedric into Egg Thief into Skeleton Key, it is actually a really good hero class to have to max. And it does gain a benefit at max, unlike some hero classes. It gains a 7% chance to instant kill when it does a kill, which generally will not trigger. However, when it does trigger, especially in a context like a gold farming situation, Explore 12, ends up saving you quite a bit of time on the battle. But yeah, it's worth considering getting max at some point, as it is used for gold farming, for the quickest gold farming team currently within the game. And obviously, gold is a very important resource, mostly used to donate to your guild. However, it is also used earlier on in the game in order to upgrade your kingdoms, and it is also used, well, actually, technically throughout the whole game now, to upgrade your kingdoms, and it's also used to upgrade delves, so it's used for quite a few things that are useful. And you can also use it for gold keys, obviously. Also, you can technically do it to farm gems, however, it's way slower than just actually farming gems from treasure hunts. Because approximately every, how much gold is it? Every 60,000 gold is approximately 1.5 gems. So that can end up adding up quite a bit. Wait, why did I do that? I forgot. We have triple damage on burning, don't we? With the hero class we currently have set. Because I'm pretty sure I'm using Sun Spear. Yeah, I am. That's kind of one of the whole reasons for using Sun Spear, because we can clean it up with that other option and be good to go. And we need the Red Storm, obviously. I wonder what the world record is for pet battles these days. I wasn't going to attempt for it. I want to get the Explore 12 world record, which we're literally 1 second off from. However, I'm probably not going to try for pets, just because you can only try it once every hour at most. And on a day like this, you can only do it once every 24 hours, or, you know, because it's locked for 24 hours, so you don't really have much of a chance to go do it on a day like this. Literally just one. Such a hard world record to try to set if you were to ever try actually, like, adamantly going for. Just because how few attempts you would ever get at it. Compared to Explorer, where you could reset, like, every 10 seconds and just keep trying. Gosh, can you stop reviving? That'd be great. Oh, I should have taken Skull there. Whoops. Though him taking a Skull will allow us to take extra turn Skulls, so I guess that actually worked out in our benefit. No! That didn't, though. Oh, gosh. Imagine if he actually won against us because he revived so many times that he just killed us. It feels like that's about to happen. What is that? Is it second or third revive? I'm losing count. Okay, we missed there. Although luckily he's entangled. Finisia, why you no surge? No! How? Why? What on earth is this battle? We might be here for an hour trying to kill this thing. No, it's not gonna take that long, but gosh, he just does not want to die. There we go, finally! It's like 3 or 4 arrives. Took long enough. Watch, now he's gonna do it 5 times. No, hopefully we kill him first time. He's in almost every single one of these battles. This would obviously not be the one you would try world record on, that's for sure. If you ever did these. The second you see this set, you'd be like, nope, I'm out of here. This thing takes forever and a half. It's by far the longest duration pet cycle in the game because of the 25% revive troop and all the other things that have a chance to revive. Takes forever, at least compared to all the other pet cycles. They're much, much quicker. Some are longer than others, but this one is drastically longer than every other color possible. Or not every other color possible, but you know, every other pet possible. I forget how many total different pet varieties there are for different battles. But there are several. And there we go. We only got one copy of the pet. However, we don't need the pet. We need the pet food. That's just going to be converted to another purple pet food. And, yeah, everything else that it brings in. But there we go. So that's the pet. And it gives that little magic bonus like I showed earlier. Anyways, next order of business. I think that's everything as far as side stuff. So now we can go do some explore grinding. We'll go change our banner accordingly, which is not that. That is what we need. There we go. And then we can go roll in Golvania. No. We could try some speedrunning attempts, though, if we really wanted to. But I think I'm just going to chase 20% today. And just go for a couple chests, see if we can get anything good. And hopefully we'll land something. And also bring this back to 12. Not with that team. That is not the team we want for that at all. That would be very horrible if we tried running that. It would be decimated within seconds, which would not be good. Would not be good at all. Anyone with any other questions, do let me know. We'll make sure to go over them. And then we'll probably cycle through a couple chests. And then probably call it a night for now. Once we get that done. We'll throw that down. Get our pokety-poke. Throw the other poke. But yeah, how are you guys finding the stream? Is it at any different of a location? I believe it should still be the same. Did you guys find it just from the exact same method, or has it been different lately? Because my back end of how I've been doing this stream is 100% different over the last few days. However, it might still look the same to you guys. But I don't know. Have you guys been finding it the same way? Has it still been the same everything? Probably seems pretty much the same. I'm not sure. Let's see what's right over there. Yeah, it doesn't have a preview up. I didn't find the thingy for the preview yet. I think I know where it is, but I haven't actually tested it yet. We'll probably test it for tomorrow's night stream. But yeah, there's no preview of it. It didn't start until it actually physically started. Whereas before, I would normally try to have a preview thingy up like 5-10 minutes ahead. Sometimes even hours ahead, depending on if I was going to do it that far ahead or not. Normally, I only do that if I definitively know a stream's going to be at that time. And if we're doing another stream midday, I normally don't do that too far ahead. Let's go take that over. Which reminds me, tomorrow we'll be doing Mario 35. It actually launches tonight, question mark? I'm not even sure what time it launches. However, we'll be playing it tomorrow, probably around noon. I'm not sure exactly the time will start, but probably around 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or sorry, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or, you know, around that time. That hour or so period. Not sure how long we'll stream it for. Probably several hours. It should have a lot of replay value. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. It's Nintendo's first attempt at a... No, it's not. I was going to say first attempt at a Battle Royale. Technically, they did Tetris 99. It is their second attempt at a Battle Royale. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. The only thing that I hate about it is the limited time. It only lasts until March. And then the game is gone forever, which seems really weird to do. Because that game seems like it would have a lot of popularity going forward if it was just a permanent thing. Seems really weird that they're making it limited for no reason. Okay, what's in our first chest? Just a bunch of Orpheuses. Nothing special, though everything got badged and a medal. So at least that's good. However, nothing particularly enticing in it. But hey, more medals are more medals. We're getting close to getting the achievement. We are within striking distance of finally getting the achievement for having 100 gold medal troops. I think we'll have it within the next month, probably by the time the end of October. We will likely have enough. Maybe even earlier than that, depends how much grinding we do. And obviously some things will help speed us along, like when we have a vault event, we'll do a lot of grinding then. Which will make a lot of progress on it, of course. No vault event this weekend, though, just a new mythic and a new faction. Which is already a lot of content, though. Yeah, the new faction doesn't bring in anything too good. The Legend's okay. The most annoying thing probably about next faction is there's one troop that has 100% revive. So not only will the faction take a little bit longer because of that, but the more annoying part is Zeddicus is now a bad kingdom to do Explore in starting Friday because of the one troop that has 100% revive, which will obviously make doing Explore there drastically slower, which is a rather unfortunate troop addition. I was kind of hoping Drake Rider might have been the only one, but now we have another variant that now does the exact same thing. The whole annoying 100% revive. Obviously, 100% revive isn't actually 100% revive. It can be countered with stun. However, most quick kill explore teams will never run stun. The only time it might is if you're using like a Titan first slot. However, that is very rare that you'd be using a Titan first slot on a team like that. And even then, it only would apply if they take a skull first and then you take a thing on them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be stunned. So overall, it's pretty much never run stun and explore. It is very near non-existent. And he's dead. I'm not sure why I didn't take that skull, but thank you. Help speed up that battle a bit. Otherwise, we've been stuck without our hero, which is always annoying when that happens. Probably the worst thing. And it's also why I use Dragon Guard a lot in the past, even though I use Slayer now. Dragon Guard is just so much more consistent of not dying. Whereas Slayer is definitely high risk, high reward kind of option. I'm starting to get good at not killing it out too quickly. It still dies down too quick sometimes. And there's just battles you can't really do much about it. When you're trying to go just as quick as you can. Oh, you have me into burning. That's annoying, but there we go. Dragon Claw now will be even more annoying to do Explore. Bless can mess up Fireblade. Yes, but it was already a kingdom that you would never do. There are currently 3 kingdoms I have marked as, if you might notice, I only ever chase one single 20%. And the reason for this is you generally want to save your other 3 20% for whatever the most 3 annoying factions are in the game. There are 2 are definitively the ultra most annoying right now, and they are Dragon's Claw and Blighted Lands. The reason for Dragon's Claw is it has a 50% revive. It's about to get a Bless this Friday, as you mentioned, and it's going to have quite a few 25%. But between the 50% and all the 25%, it is extremely annoying kingdom to do, and it's soon to be Bless. Other than that, Blighted Lands has a similar issue, has a 25% infinite revive off Inferno King. It also has a 50% revive, similar to the one that Dragon's Claw has, and it has a bunch of 25% revives that just do a single 25% rather than multiple like Zugaf does. I mean, like Inferno King does, I mean. And other than that, the reason why I currently skip Groshnock is because it has a 100% revive troop, and I believe it has 1 or 2 other 25% revive troops. However, Groshnock and Zolkari will be equally as bad starting this Friday, because Zolkari will also have a couple 25% revives combined with a 100% revive troop. I'm not sure which troop kingdom has more troops. I believe Zeddicus technically does. So starting this Friday, I might actually stop camping Zeddicus and start camping what's it called? Zolkari instead. However, just out of habit, I might just keep Zolkari as the one that we do. However, Zolkari will be drastically slower starting this Friday. Because if you get that troop even once, it'll slow down the battle by anywhere from like 5 to 15 seconds. And it is very likely to happen more than once. But even if it was just once, it would do 5 to 15 seconds. Which might not sound like much, but when you can get through an explore battle in like 15 seconds total, having to wait that long just for one additional battle can be pretty annoying. Since you have to go through it all again. But yeah, I keep 3 currently not done. It's Dragon's Claw, Groshnock, and Blighted Lands. There's an argument to be made that actually Groshnock will then be moved to Zolkari as far as the 3 that you don't do. However, since all 3 of these are in the same area, I kind of just want to keep it there. Just so you don't have to scout all the way around. Because it basically makes it so you don't have to luck over here because you know these 3 are not going to be it. So this makes it a little bit easier. So I'm probably going to keep those 3, even though Zolkari is going to probably be worse than Groshnock overall. I'm probably still going to keep doing it because it keeps it in the nice one section if we have them all the way to the right. And it was chase the 120%, and it works pretty well. Also, you might not even need to chase 20% starting soon. Once we get those color book deeds starting next patch, or next season, I mean, this Monday. Well, we won't be getting them on Monday, but they're going to be in the season pass, and we'll get to see exactly when they'll drop. But they have confirmed the free side and the paid side of the adventure board, not adventure board, the campaign. for next Season 2 campaign will indeed include those new deep books that were added the other patch. So do be mindful of that, since that will then allow us to upgrade kingdoms to their 10% extra shards. Obviously, the main benefit of 10% extra shards is it would allow you to camp that kingdom as your main kingdom. So, for example, Golvania, which doesn't have any immune to burning, we can go run and spam that Zugaf team, and every single time we'll have a 10% extra shard bonus. To our understanding, and I believe it's been confirmed already, but the 10% does stack with the 20% extra bonus. However, you can still just stay on one single kingdom and just constantly get a 10% compared to what is normally available in most situations. That's pretty good, having a 10% for staying in one location rather than a 20% for chasing. It'll make chasing not really that viable until you have nearly every single kingdom upgraded to 10%, because obviously most of the times when you have a 20% bonus, you will not be stacking it with a 10%. Not because it can't, but more so because you'll have very few kingdoms that are actually upgraded that far, at least for a while anyways. So just camping a single kingdom that's really quick to do at 10% is probably going to be the best method going forward. It kind of already is, but even more so once you have the 10% bonus. So I need to make sure to upgrade Golvania. Golvania is one of the best locations to do it for, mostly due to its lack of burning currently. I'm not sure if it's going to be getting burning anytime soon, but as it currently stands, I don't believe it is. And hopefully it'll stay that way. However, it will probably eventually get burning. Like, they added immune to poison to kind of counter out the whole thing in Urskea. So I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually get immune to burning to also do the same thing for Golvania. So it's only a matter of time. The main reason why Golvania actually has no immune to burning has to do with the Undying trait that they end up adding. Because every single undead trait in the entire game, I think except for one, oddly enough. I actually forget who that was now. But I believe there's one that doesn't. But essentially, every single undead troop in the entire game has the immunity trait of Undying, which has a few different immunities on it. However, very few undead troops have an additional immune beyond this. And for this reason, since Golvania is nearly entirely undead, there are no immune to burning troops there because all of them have Undying rather than immune to burning. So that's kind of why that's the case. I believe Kedar is also very low on immune to burns for the same reason. However, I believe they do have an impervious trooper too, which is why they don't have 0 immunes. Whereas Golvania currently does not have an impervious. Hello, Corey G. Welcome. Okay, let's go for a nice big explosion. Well, so hopefully we get a good chest drop. We haven't really gotten anything good from chest today, which is rather unfortunate. It happens, though. Okay, one more skull will take it. Unfortunately, there's no skull to be seen. There we go, one skull. Let's take it over wherever, and there we go. Okay, what do we got from the chest? I want to see a triple Nisha. At least something decent. At least giving us a Rainy. I don't think we got seen a single Arania this stream, let alone an Anu or Nisha. Obviously, ideally, we want Nisha. Many Nishas and many Anus. They overall have the best value. And are the absolute rarest because of that. I should have taken a red extra turn. Oh, well, I guess we technically already get a red extra turn, don't we? However, we are going to need a mana again unless we want to take a bunch of skulls, so we're probably just going to spam this until it works. Yeah, we'll take a purple surge. Oh no, I didn't get enough. Well, that'll definitely be enough, and then we just Zugaf kill it, and that's match. Gosh, we almost killed it with skulls by that point. There we go, overkill it with Kedar. I mean, overkill it with Zugaf. Okay, Nisha, go. Oh, we got an Anu, nice. That's not an Nisha, but pretty close. I'll take it. Oh, we got a medal out of it too. Ooh. Ooh, wait, how many medals do we have right now? I don't think that's our second one. No, we have 3. Yeah, we have 3. We have 3 currently, as you can tell by the 3, and that's 2. But we have 3. One of them we obviously have to keep for placing. However, the other 2 we can technically get rid of. However, we would need another 4 in order to upgrade a legend because we wouldn't want to use any Nishas on our legends. Yeah, we're getting there. If we get one more, we'll be able to go and get a silver upgrade onto a legend if we want. I'm not sure if I want to do that to any of my legends currently. However, we would be able to. Also, technically, we could do that now, actually. We can use 3 Aranias in order to go get a bronze level onto a legend at 100%. And then we can use 2 medals of Anu in order to go get it to silver. So actually, yeah, we could go technically go get a silver legend right now. However, I don't really know a legend where I definitively 100% want to go for an upgrade right now. I'd probably want to wait a little bit, see if we're going to get anything in the near future. Who knows, maybe even after next patch we might end up getting something. I don't think next patch will really be manipulating that much, though. I don't think there's any rebalance in next patch, and if there is, it's probably very minimal. A lot of patches lately haven't really been doing much rebalance at all, so I'm not really expecting any amount of rebalance. It feels like it's been almost 2 years since we really gotten proper rebalance. Like, the meta has still shifted due to other content that's been coming to the game. Like, most recently, a year ago when these medals came in was a huge meta shifter, since it kind of changed up how you do quite a few things. However, especially with all the cleanse and everything. However, we haven't really gotten, like, an actual, like, reworking a bunch of troops kind of thing in order to do that. But, I don't know, maybe we'll soon. With how they mentioned it, it almost seems like they're going to do it as a separate patch at some point. And next patch is definitely not one that is focused on rebalance, that is for sure. Though hopefully they have 1.5 billion people for beta testing when they do, because they're going to need it for whenever they do a rebalance. Because, gosh, does this game need a lot of rebalance right now. Like, it's still technically balanced as far as within the meta itself, but like 80% of content is deader than dead. And a lot of newer content is dead too. Like, I understand that everything can't be viable, but the amount of new content that we get just like dead upon arrival is very high. And I guess they're trying not to power creep too much. However, the game is always in kind of like a perpetual direction of a slight power creep here and there. Anyways, we got 20% on Zhejian. Let's go do that. It is Zhejian week after all, so might as well go do it for the Zhejian bonus. And this will be probably the final chest we go for. With 20%, that should be enough shards to go and get it. That means we'd have to hit at least 87. And by minimum, we'd hit a, what is that? A 85. So there's actually a chance we will not get enough shards here, actually. We would have to hit a 73, 74, 75. Otherwise, we're going to be like a few shards short. We'll go for one more chest. And then probably wrap it up for tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night with Thief Hero class, which is a pretty good hero class. We already have it maxed, obviously, as we have every hero class maxed, but definitely a really good hero class nonetheless. I wouldn't really advise spending gems on it, but definitely do the free side if you don't have it maxed yet. And even if you do, 25 gems is 25 gems. The blue orbs, what troops should you use? You're still level 350-ish and got Merlantis Mythic only. I would hold on to it for a little while. Blue orbs are one of the most valuable resources in the game, and there's a lot of ways that you could accidentally misuse them. They're only used for upgrading things that are currently ascended to legendary up to mythic. They are most usable on legends that are really good, are some of the first things that you would initially want to use them on. However, I would probably wait a little while until you get a really good legend, as that's one of the easiest resources to accidentally waste in the game. You never want to use a small blue on anything that isn't already up to legend. It doesn't have to be base legend. It has to be ascended to legend for it to even be remotely worth it. But yeah, I would hold off on using it for now. Major blues, in particular, you should definitely hold off on using. Mostly because they're used to make power orbs normally for Zugoff or other Doom-related troops, like this thing, which are some of the hardest troops to get in the game. But small blues are very easy to accidentally misuse, and you normally want to have a wide range of troops before you really decide what you want to use it on. But yeah, I would wait at least a couple weeks before you really even decide to touch that orb yet. A couple things that would be pretty good to use on legend-wise if you happen to find anything would be Yagway, Queen Titania, and pretty much anything where they have a really heavy cast-based ability. Because generally speaking, things with a heavy cast, specifically spell damage related, tends to gain the biggest benefit from actually being upgraded to Mythic compared to Legend. Because most other Legends can kind of fend on themselves on their own without needing to be Mythicked. Like, for example, like Divine Ishbala and other Skull Spammers don't necessarily need to become Mythic. I would not use it on Beatrix. I would not use it on any Delve troop. And the main reason for this is in order to max out every single Delve troop in a Delve, you would already have to get so many copies of it that you would already get it as you try getting the Legend. So in trying to get the other lower rarities upgraded, you would already get the Legend upgraded. So I would highly advise never using a Ascension Orb on any Delve troop ever. Even though Beatrix and Truffle would gain a gigantic benefit from being ascended, I would not advise ever doing that. as if you're going for 100% completion on the game and intend to ever max out all the Delve troops, which you'll need to anyways for more stars and kingdom upgrades and all that. The common normally takes the longest amount of time. Did I say common? I meant rare. The rare will generally take the longest amount of time, and you will almost always have the legend maxed prior to getting the rare maxed. And for that reason, you should never, ever, 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 ever use a blue orb on a Delve troop. The only instance you may use it, though I still wouldn't advise doing it there. Gosh, can you stop infinite looping? This is a explore battle, not a PvP battle. Gosh. But the only instance where you might end up using a Orb of Ascension on a Delve troop, though it'd be very rare, would be if you got the Ultra Rare, Epic, and Legend from the Delve upgraded very quickly, and the Rare just needed so many copies that you were like, you wanted to save Chaos Shards in order to use an Orb on it. But I wouldn't advise doing that. I did once, I think, but it wasn't really worth it and never did again. Oh, I did do that. Well, then again, we don't need to worry about immune to burning. I forgot we don't have a multiplier anymore. Hero died. Yao would be good to use it on, yes. Yao would actually be a really good troop to use it on. He would gain one of the biggest benefits from going from Legend to Mythic as far as any Mythic currently. He also gains one of the biggest benefits from being gold medaled, though it takes a long while to do. But yes, if you have Yao, that would be a perfectly fine option to use an Ascension Orb on. That would be worth it. Okay, and this will be the final chest we'll get this stream. But yeah, I wouldn't use it on Divinia. Divinia is a good troop, but it's not worth using the Orb on. The main reason being that she doesn't really gain much of a benefit from being upgraded. Whereas Yao, he'll gain magic, he'll gain HP, which boosts his damage. He really is in a position where you'd really use its attack value, and it literally gains nothing from magic. But Yao does gain one of the biggest benefits from being upgraded, both Ascension-wise and from, as far as Legends are concerned, both Ascension-wise and from medals, for whenever you get around to medals. It's actually one of the only Legends in the entire game I have medaled. Actually, it might be the only one. Did I ever medal another one? Let me see. If I order based on elite level, I am pretty sure Yao is the only one, or maybe one of two, as far as Legends that I have ever medaled. I wish you could do it by rarity and by elite levels at the same time. Actually, let me just do it by rarity and just check legendary. But I'm pretty sure Yao is like the only one I bothered doing. Wait, what? Oh, I wanted base rarity, not rarity. Where's base rarity? Let's go down to legend. But I'm pretty sure Yao was the only one. Oh no, we did web spinner as well. I forgot. We did Yao and web spinner. But yeah, it gains quite a bit of a benefit. It was like the only one I bothered golding. But similar to Ascension, both Ascension and gold on him is very good. This is the very first one we ever went to for gold medaling on Legends, which takes forever. We only have 2 of them after how much we've been playing. And yeah, the web spinner was the other one. I did that pretty recently. There's a couple of reasons why I did web spinner. One is it has a pretty low magic, and it gains 6 additional magic from being medaled. And the other reason is when using a Orb Weaver, Arachne Weaver kind of build, it ends up working out pretty well, because whenever an Orb Weaver gets a summon, of course, or sorry, Arachne Weaver, I mean, it ends up summoning Web Spinner. So whenever the AI is under control, it gives it a little bit of a better ability, whereas its ability is normally pretty lackluster. That's why I ended up going for Web Spinner there. Unfortunately, it would have been much better if it gained attack and durability. However, magic isn't horrible on it due to how low its base magic already is. So it gaining 6 magic is actually not that bad, even though it would benefit probably more from having higher attack and other durability. But unfortunately, you don't get to decide what stats it gets. It's based on what typing it is. But yeah, based on what you said, Yao would definitely be the way to go, Matthias. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, as we are every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with more Gems of War. We'll be going over the class event, messing around with a little bit more grinding on Explorer, and that's pretty much it. And then Friday, we'll be having a pretty big day. We'll do a morning stream, and we'll be going over the new Mythic and new faction. We'll do the new Mythic in a video, and do the new faction mostly on the stream. But we might do a little bit with the Mythic on stream. However, the Mythic should be pretty underwhelming, so we probably won't be using it much. I might just show like a battle or 2 during it, but we'll still have a video covering it. Other than that, we're also going to be doing Mario 35 tomorrow, if any of you are interested in that. It's a platforming battle royale that releases tomorrow. Might actually be releasing tonight. I'm not sure officially what time it's releasing, but we'll be covering it tomorrow. It should be a pretty fun game. Same genre as, technically as Fall Guys, but quite a bit different format since it's Mario themed in 2D instead of 3D. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But that's releasing tomorrow, and we will be streaming it. What do you think about the new green weapon? The green weapon's pretty average. As far as Doom weapons are concerned, the hammer is the second or third best category. The absolute best category of weapons is for Dooms, are the ones that do full AoE damage to all enemies, followed by the Doom Skull Convert. The second best is kind of a two-way tie between hammers and that thing that creates its color combined with skulls. It's almost like a Wild Queen in that regard, in a sense. But those are the two kind of tied in second weapons. But definitive best weapon is definitely the ones that do full damage to all enemies, followed by the Doom Skull Convert. Those weapons are by far the best category of them. So, for example, with greens, you'd probably want to upgrade Doomed Glaive for that reason, if you happen to have a Doomed Glaive. It was available about a month ago if you picked it up. Otherwise, it will be a little while before it cycles back around. But it's always good to have at least one of those weapons for one of those colors. You don't necessarily need all 6 of the color variants, but I highly advise having at least one of the Doom full AoE weapons that convert to Doom Skulls fully maxed out. Whichever one you choose is more based on what you can get your hands on and which one you kind of prefer. However, I would say the green is probably the overall best one. Next best is probably, well, I guess it kind of depends on your team. I'm not even sure what the next best would be. Probably purple, because that comes with a Skull Storm, but it really just depends on team as far as which ones end up working out better. Oh yeah, Web Spinner can be pretty decent. The main thing that makes Web Spinner pretty good, it got a huge buff like a year and a half ago. They end up making it so Web Spinner does triple damage to its skulls. And when they end up doing that, it just made it super devastating when it had that triple damage capability, and it still does. It almost does triple damage to everything in the game, since very few things have immune to web other than things with impervious. So it just does triple damage after triple damage. It's one of the best skull options in the game as far as something frontline that can do a lot of damage. The big thing holding it back, though, is it doesn't have any durability, so it does die pretty quickly and can kind of backfire. However, as long as it's in the lead, it does an absolutely devastating amount of damage. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll catch you later. Thank you for stopping by as always. It's greatly appreciated. Feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot. And I will catch you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow night, as I mentioned, hour prior to now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night. Catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.